I will simply download all the reviews into a spreadsheet and copy it and paste here. So we'll see if he can analyze it. Okay, so this works very well. And not only that he's able to analyze the data, it takes like 20 seconds to get this. Hi, my name is Michael and I have over 6 years of experience with Amazon FBA. And I can tell you that AI is already changing the game. And the crazy thing is that this is just the beginning. So let me show you how to use AI to streamline and improve your workflows. Keep in mind that this is a tool like any other. It really depends on us how we use it. So set up an account and let's dive in. So I will show you an example how to use ChatGPT for Amazon FBA as if I was creating a new brand from scratch. So we will cover product research, product development, branding, all the way to suppliers, customer service, marketing, and so on. So let's say we want to sell products in the painting niche. So the first thing we will do is to ask the AI for the benefits of painting, so we can then build the brand around it. So as you can see, we can simply ask what are the benefits of painting, and it will simply tell us in just a few seconds. Okay, now it's done, so we can copy it back to our sheet. Okay, so let's choose a benefit we can then use and build our brand around it. And I personally really like this one, the relaxation and stress relief. And as you can see, this text is automatically generated by the AI just by using the question, what are the benefits of painting? And as you can see, this is a professional text. So we can choose some of these benefits, as I said. So I will choose this one and I will work with that, right? So we have relaxation and stress relief. Also, I do not know much about painting, so we can ask what are the painting mediums. And this will just help us to clarify our brand, because obviously we will be launching, so we can focus on one single medium first. Okay, so the AI is done, and as you can see, we have 7 painting mediums, all the way from oil paints to digital media. So once again, we can use this and we will copy this back to our document. So we can then do the research, look at Amazon and choose based on our preferences, based on our data. So let's say we choose watercolor paints. Okay, so now we have the niche. We have a niche for painting. The main benefits we want to focus on is relaxation and stress relief, and we will begin with watercolor paints. So the niche can be watercolor painting, and let's say we want to focus on adults, and the main benefit we want to focus on is relaxation. Now, we will also build the brand using the AI. First of all, we want to clarify the customer avatar, and the best way to do this is to actually go out there and talk to people. But we can use the AI to ask these questions. What is stopping people from painting? What are the roadblocks? And so on. So we already have the goal, right? That is our niche. So let's say that the goal is to paint for relaxation. And now we can start asking questions. So once again, we ask a simple question, what is stopping people from painting? And now we will get the answers, and we can then use the answers to figure out potential solutions for our customers. Okay, so now we have all the answers, and as you can see, not all of these will be relevant to our brand. So just by looking at this, the main ones will be probably the lack of time and the lack of confidence, and then potentially the financial barriers. So then these will be the main points we can use in our marketing, because as I said, our goal will be to target people who are not yet painting, but we want to convince them to start painting because it's good for relaxation and stress relief, right? So we need to address all of these issues that may be stopping them. Maybe they think they don't have enough time to paint. Maybe they don't have the confidence, right? Or maybe they think that it's extremely expensive to do so, and they just don't have the financial resources to do it, right? So these will be the main points we can then address in our marketing copy. And we can ask questions like this, like how to inspire people to start painting. So let's take a look at this. Okay, now, so we have an answer how to inspire people to start painting. And as you can see, these are pretty good. So let's copy it back to our document. And we can then use this to figure out how to provide value and how to support our customers along their journey, right? First of all, we need to convince them to start painting. We need to talk about the benefits, and then we need to inspire them to start painting. And as you can see, offer encouragement and support, share resources and tips, right? So this probably won't be just about our products. it will be about more than that. Setting up painting sessions, sharing our own work, and so on. So I like these 4. So once again, I will highlight these because we will be working with these later. Now, if we are building the customer avatar, we could also use a little bit of background story. So we can ask the AI to create a story we can then use when creating our marketing copy, right? We can always read the story that was automatically generated by the AI just to get a better idea about the potential customer. Okay, so we asked the AI to tell us a brief story about John, who was stressed by work, but he started painting, which helped him to relax, and so on. And as you can see, it generated a pretty good story. We are not necessarily going to read that now, but you can try it for yourself that this is helpful to really create the image of your customer avatar. So when then you are writing the copy, you can really see this person and their story and what role you play in their story, right? So we will copy this back into our document. Now we are done with the customer avatar, so it's time to finalize the offer. What is the value our brand is going to provide? Because it's not just about the products, right? We want to help our customers from their current situation, which is, let's say, that they are stressed at their work and they need to relax, and they want to get into a point where they have a hobby they can enjoy and they can forget about their daily troubles, right? So that is the transformation we want to help them with, and it's not just about the products. So looking back, here what is potentially stopping them: lack of time, lack of confidence. So with the lack of confidence, and here we can see how to inspire people to start painting, offering encouragement, share resources and tips, and setting up painting sessions. So probably there should be some community involved, right? Because we can then offer encouragement and support. Maybe we can set up painting session, as you can see, virtual painting session. So we can invite multiple people on a call and have a virtual painting session. We can share our own work, right? So maybe we can have some social media presence, sharing our own work, once again, as an encouragement, and sharing resources and tips that could be useful to share some content, right? Maybe in a form of a newsletter, blog, or YouTube channel, right? So now we can see what is our offer, what is the value, what we will provide to the customer. And as you can see, I don't know much about painting, but I have not used Google. I'm just talking to the AI and it told me pretty much everything I need, right? So we choose the niche, we have the product we want to start with, and then we have the customer avatar and how to build the brand around it, and what then is the offer. And I think that this is pretty good, right? We will have products, we will get there in a minute. We will have the community, it can be a Facebook group. We will have social media presence, sharing our work, and we will have some content, sharing resources and tips, videos, tips and techniques, how to start, how to get better, and so on. Now we have the offer. So let's talk about the brand details. It can also help us with this. So obviously the first step is to figure out the name of our new brand. So let's ask the AI. So now we ask the AI that we have a brand selling products for painting to help people relax through art. And we asked for brand name ideas. As you can see, we have these 5 brand name ideas. So we will copy and paste it back here. And I personally like the Canvas Spa, I think looks pretty good. So let's work with that. The next step would be a mission statement. We already know what we want to achieve, what we want to do, who is our customer, what is our niche. So we could use some mission statement we can then use on our packaging, on our listing, right? What is the brand all about? So we should know the key points, but the AI will help us to summarize it and write that down. So let's take a look at it. We ask the AI to write a brief mission statement for the Canvas Spa, and here is the result. Once again, it really all depends on the prompt, right? We will say that the brand is helping adults to escape stress and find peace of mind through art. So it is working with that. But as you can see, it will build on that and create the mission statement. And this looks really good. As you can see, we believe that everyone has the potential to create something beautiful. Whether you are a seasoned artist or beginner, we believe that art has the power to heal, uplift, and transform. And we are committed to helping you find your own path to creativity and peace of mind. I think that this is pretty good. We can definitely use that. And now it's time for taglines. We will be once again using these on our packaging, in our images, and maybe in our brand logo as well. So once again, let's ask the AI. So now the AI is writing down brief taglines. And as you can see, I can follow up on the conversation. I don't have to rewrite everything again. As you can see here, I asked them to write a mission statement for the brand. They came up with the name here. I asked for a mission statement, and now I simply asked 5 brief taglines for this brand. And it knows what we were talking about, so it can follow up on that. So this really works as a great assistant, right? So once again, we are copying these back into our document, and I will highlight the ones I like the most, and we can then use these in our images and packaging and listing and so on. I think that all of these are pretty good, so we can continue. When we will talk about the packaging, I think that on the packaging, we can use these taglines, maybe we can use our mission statement and so on. So we already have a lot to work with, so that is not necessary to ask the AI again, but we should have some inserts, maybe some guides, some brochures or something included, right? So I would ask the AI about the various painting styles, because as I told you, I don't know much about painting, so I will be asking the AI again. I asked the AI what are the painting styles, and now we will wait a few seconds to get the full answer. Now we have the answer, and looking back at the notes, we really want to make it as easy as possible for someone to start, because let's say one of the first products we will probably sell, it's some beginner's kit, right? And in the beginner's kit, we should really help them to encourage them and make it as easy for them as possible. So we should really address this issue, the lack of confidence, right? So we can ask the AI, what is the best painting style to begin with? So we can follow up on this question. What is the best painting style to begin with? So we ask what is the best painting style for beginners, and it will basically tell us that it is a stupid question, that there is no best painting style for beginners, but we got a pretty good reply. Since we don't really know much about painting, this will tell me what I need to know, right? So it will tell me which style is well suited for beginners, and ultimately, the best style for a beginner will depend on their personal interests and goals. And I think that this is important to include in a insert card with our products, right? Maybe we will have some brochure, some guide. So we will include this overview in our insert card, right? So we will have the painting styles and where to begin. Because when someone buys a product, a beginner's kit, they could probably use this information, right? So we can include all of this on our insert cards. And obviously we can go deeper than that and have better ideas, because as I told you, this is a tool, right? So we can ask what we should include on an insert card, but the better way would be to figure out what we want to include and then ask the AI to summarize it for us. We talked about the packaging and the inserts, so now it's time for product research. Let's start with product ideas. Once again, we will simply ask the AI. So we ask a simple question, what are the 10 products a beginner artist needs to start painting with watercolors? And now we are getting the answer. This is the list of the 10 products. And as you can see, some of these are pretty good because, for example, I had no idea that there is such a thing as a masking fluid, a liquid that can be applied to areas of the paper that you want to keep white or unpainted. So these ideas are pretty good, and we can ask the AI to come up with 10 more ideas, 20 more ideas. And it will also describe what the product is and why the beginner artist may need it. So this is perfect. I will once again copy it to our document. And we can create this list to help us with our initial research. And let's say once we do this, we will look at the data on Amazon and we will choose the product we want to launch. So let's say brushes. Based on the data looking at Amazon, just as an example, let's say we want to launch brushes for watercolor painting. So let's continue. One of the things we will probably do is that we will look at the reviews, and the AI can help us with that. So we will find our competitors' listings and we will use Helium 10 or any other tool to download all of the reviews. And once we have the data in a spreadsheet, we can simply copy all of the reviews. Does not really matter how many reviews we have here. and use the AI to analyze it. So we will ask the AI to do this. So we will ask, please analyze the following reviews. Tell me top 5 things people like, top 5 things people dislike, and top 3 improvements people want the most. And then I will simply copy and paste all of the reviews here. And it takes like 20 seconds to get the results out of 100 reviews. But you can obviously ask it to analyze more reviews than that. So this is the list we need for product development. These are the top 5 things people like based on the reviews. As you can see, it is a lot of text here and it analyzed it in like 30 seconds. Top 5 things people dislike. So this is something we should probably address with our new product. We're covered in scratches and dust. Not suitable for thick paints, right? So we can focus on that. And top 3 improvements: improve the quality to match the advertised high quality, include better packaging to prevent dust and scratches. These are perfect, right? That's what we need during our product development. And it takes like 30 seconds. We don't need a VA for this. So I will paste it here into our document, and this was for our product watercolor paint brushes. So as you can see, this is extremely useful and it is saving you a lot of time, but also a lot of money because you don't have to pay to anyone on Fiverr or Upwork or your VA. You can simply do this with the AI. Now we want to contact the suppliers. And once again, the AI can help us with the email. We probably need an email template. We will ask for the factory location, product materials, packaging options, pricing tiers, production time, and we will ask for samples. So let's ask the AI. We simply ask that we want to reach out to suppliers to buy watercolor paint brush set, and there are a few details we want to know. And we want to ask them for product samples. So I ask him to write the email template, but the reply is fairly simple. So I will ask him to be more professional. And we got a way better version of this since we asked the AI to be more professional. As you can see, we are writing to express our interest in purchasing a watercolor paint brush set from your company. And it also explained the details, right? We asked for factory location. So here he just listed factory location, but now inform us where the watercolor paint brush sets are manufactured, product materials. And it also asked about the type of bristles and handles. I did not talk about this, but it knows what the brush is, so it can ask about this material type, right? Then we have packaging options, pricing tiers, volume discounts. So it completely understands what I meant by pricing tiers, production time, how long it typically takes to produce the brush sets. And this is way better, right? This is very, very professional. So we will use this. If you are interested, you can pause this video and read this in detail. But my goal here is to show you how to use the AI and how it can make your life easier. Now it's time for product development. We will need listing copy, translations, image ideas, and video ad script, and all of this can be done with AI. So we obviously have to specify the product we have, but once we do that in detail, it can write down the bullet points and the product description. Obviously, I do not have the time to specify all of the product details here, so I will simply ask the AI to write 5 bullet points selling the product, focusing on benefits, that we are selling a set of 12 watercolor paint brushes. But in reality, you would like to include the materials, the sizes, and so on. But as you can see, even with prompt like this, high quality materials, easy to clean, ergonomic design, excellent value, and so on, these are once again pretty good bullet points, so we can use it. And we can also ask it to use these points to write a product description. And now we simply ask to use those 5 points to write a product description of 2 paragraphs. So it will use these points and write a product description. You can use this for your A+ content or your product images or your website and so on. Once again, these are pretty good, so we are going to use those. And we can also ask to translate this. We ask the AI to translate those 5 bullet points to French. You can ask them to translate into any other language. If you are expanding to Europe, to Germany, to Italy, to Spain, simply ask the AI to translate the listing copy. And I can tell you from experience, this AI speaks Czech as well. And it is pretty good. You will probably want to hire someone to proofread this, but it won't be as expensive as translating the whole text, right? So we have the listing copy, we have the translation. So now image ideas. We ask the AI to come up with 5 product images selling our watercolor paint brush set, and it is telling us what each image should show and what it should look like. Once again, use this as an inspiration. So we have 5 image ideas, brush set in a clear plastic carrying case, close-up of a brush being used to paint, brush set displayed on a flat surface, being used in an art piece with a color chart. Once again, these are pretty good. Not only as an inspiration, I think that these would really go well to a listing. And lastly, we will need a video ad script. So we will ask the AI. So for our video ad script, we ask the AI, we will have a narrator and a description of each shot in the video. So as you can see, the AI is writing that down. It may not be perfect, but once again, this is an inspiration we can then use to come up with the final script. So we have the narrator, we have the descriptions, close-up of a brush being used to paint, displayed on a flat surface. So it is working with the bullet points, and we have the narrator, basically a voiced over in the video, right? And yeah, I think we can use it once again as an inspiration. So we will copy it into our document and we will continue. Let's say we launched the product and now we want to reach out to influencers, and the AI can do this for us as well. We ask the AI that we want to reach out to influencers to promote our brand and become brand ambassadors, and that we offer 10% commissions and a free set of watercolor paintbrushes. So we ask to write a brief message template so we can then use this to reach out to these influencers. And as you can see, it can write this very well. So we can definitely use this. And as you can see, it is pretty good. We believe that your platform and audience align with our values and mission, and we are confident that our products would be a valuable addition to your content. This is pretty good, right? And maybe you want to have some kind of a contract with the influencer if they decide to become a brand ambassador. So we will ask the AI to do that. It is obviously not necessary to have a contract, but if you need it, the AI can write this for you. So we ask it to write a simple contract between our company and our brand ambassadors. And it is writing a very simple contract, but once again, it is also pretty good. So we can then definitely use this because it summarizes everything we described here. So we can use this as a very simple contract between us and the influencer. And now we will continue to customer service. So maybe you are about to hire your first customer service agent, so you will probably need some guidelines in place, and the AI can help you with this. Use this as an inspiration to write down your own, but as always, I believe that this will be pretty good, so we can pretty much use this right away. So as you can see, be responsive, be polite and professional, be willing to go the extra mile. You can build long-lasting customer relationship and create a positive reputation for your company. These customer service guidelines are pretty good. So we have guidelines for excellent customer service, and we will use it. It can also help you to respond to buyer messages. So if you have your customer service agent, they can use this to come up with replies. So let's say you just receive a message from your buyer that the product they received is broken and that it's unacceptable. Help me to solve this now, something like this. And you can use the AI to come up with a response. We simply ask the AI that we received a message from a buyer, so they should acknowledge the problem, apologize, and offer full refund. That this is the message posted here, and the AI will come up with a reply to this message. We apologize for the inconvenience you have experienced. We sincerely apologize for any frustration or disappointment. And as you can see, I believe that this is really, really good. So your customer service agent can use the AI to come up with the responses. Once again, you have to know what to offer, right? We are asking, okay, we will offer a full refund, we will offer a free replacement, or both. That is up to you to figure out the prompt, but then the message, the AI can write this down for you so you can then use this. It's perfect. Now, let's say you actually want to hire your customer service agent, so you can ask the AI to write down a job ad for customer service agent, summarizing the key points, $500 per month. They will be monitoring reviews, replying to buyer messages, tracking defects, and their main KPI will be replying within 24 hours. So let's ask the AI. I'm keeping this very simple. I asked that we are hiring a customer service agent, write a brief job ad using the following points: $500 per month, their responsibility, their main KPI. So now we have a very simple job ad and we can use this. We are seeking a motivated and customer-focused individual to join our customer service team. So this will save us, once again, quite a lot of time. But before we hire our customer service agent, we will probably want to test their approach and thought process. And the AI can come up with the test. So we ask the AI to come up with a test that we want to test their thought process. There are no correct answers. So as you can see, the AI came up with a brief test, 4 questions. So we ask them to give them options, right? So they can then choose and we can filter out the candidates faster. This may not be necessary, but you can see the power of AI because coming up with these tests takes a lot of time. So having some inspiration like this is once again extremely useful and it will save you a lot of time. So we can then continue and we could ask the AI to come up with a professional contract, including the NDA section. So this is a similar case to the influencer, but this will be a more professional contract. And we ask the AI to come up with a contract for the customer service agent. And we already described before what their main responsibilities will be. So scope of work is here. The pay rate will be there as well. And we asked them to include the NDA section. So we will have a pretty good contract pretty much in like 30 to 60 seconds. So as you can see, we have a contract for the customer service agent right here. And once again, we can definitely use it. We also have the non-disclosure agreement here. So we covered pretty much all of the areas of the business, but now we can also use it to help us create content. And as we discussed before, our goal is to convince adults to start painting because we know about the benefits. We want them to relax and find peace of mind through art. So the goal here will be to create content to convince adults that this is true. So we don't necessarily have to create content for beginners, how to start painting, but we should more talk about the benefits of art, of creating art, that the main benefit is the relaxation and stress relief we discussed here when we defined the brand, right? So we asked the AI to write down 5 ideas for blog posts talking about the benefits of painting for relaxation and stress relief. So now we will get the ideas, let's say 5 reasons why painting is the perfect stress reliever, the science behind why painting reduces stress, and so on. And once the AI will finish all of these ideas, we can also ask the AI to actually write down the blog post. So all of these ideas are pretty good. So we will copy it back to our document and we will ask the AI to write a full blog post for one of these topics. And I personally like this one, painting as a form of self-care. So we can tell the AI to write down that blog post. So we simply ask the AI to write the blog post for painting as a form of self-care. And as you can see, it is going to write the whole blog post on its own within a minute or 2. We are obviously not going to read this whole blog post, but as you can see, it is really high quality, right? It is really well written. There are really good points. The structure is great for a blog post. So I think we can definitely use this and post it on our website, or at least we can use this as an inspiration. So the blog post is ready. Once again, we would copy it back to our document and we are pretty much done. So to summarize, as you can see, this is extremely valuable and it will save you so much time. And these are just a few ideas I came up with, right? So we designed the brand, we came up with product ideas with the packaging, we analyzed the data, we analyzed the reviews, we reached out to the suppliers, we developed the products, the listings, the images, the video ad, we reached out to influencers, we have our guidelines for customer service, we replied to customer emails, we have our job ad, our test, the contract, and it also helped us to create the content. And we did all of this with the AI for free. So as you can see, the AI can do a lot, but obviously it can't develop the products yet, I guess. So if you want to learn how I developed multiple Amazon best-selling products, make sure to check out this video linked here. See you next week. Bye.